Today's video is going to take our introduction to multiplication with the standard algorithm to the next step. Yesterday we worked on problems like this. 302 times, let's say, 3. And we learned how we multiply the bottom digit by each digit up top. So we had 3 times 2, which was 6, 3 times 0, which was 0, and 3 times 3, which was 9. It seemed pretty simple, but none of this involved regrouping. Every time we multiplied, our answer was less than 10. So today we are going to focus on multiplication that involves regrouping. To do this, let's first think of addition. Let's say I'm working with 17 plus 5. When we add 5 and 7, we get 12. And think about what you do here. You write down the 2 for the ones. That's a terrible 2. Hold on. You write down the 2 in the ones place, and then we carry the 1 from the tens place over to the tens place value. And then we have 1 plus 1, which gets us 2. Multiplication is going to work very similar. So let's try it. If we were to try to multiply something like 24 times 7. Now it's one digit being multiplied by a two-digit number. Nothing too terrible. But our first multiplication is going to be 7 times 4. And if we know our basic facts, 7 times 4 is 28. So we're going to put the 8 down below, and we carry the 2 over to the next place value. Now we still multiply 7 and our next digit, which is 2. So over here I'm just going to write 7 times 2 is 14. But we carried over this 2 from before. So we have to add in that 2 just like we would if we were adding. So 14 plus 2 equals 16. So we put down the 6, and since we don't have any more digits up here, we can just put down the 1 as well. If we had a digit in the hundreds place, this 1 would go up top, and we'd follow the next step. Let's try this in our next problem. Here we have 189 times 6. If you're feeling confident in your multiplication abilities, feel free to pause the video, try to solve this on your own. Otherwise, I'm going to solve it with you. Starting off, just like we have before, we're going to take 6 and we're going to multiply it by the 9. 6 times 9 is 54, so we put down the 4 and we carry the 5. Now, we go to our next multiplication. 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48, but don't forget the 5 up top. That 5 gets added to the 48. So we have 6 times 8, which is 48. But then we have to add in the 5, which is 53. So we put the 3 down, and we carry the 5. So we had to carry twice with this problem. Once when we had 6 times 9, and another time when we had 6 times 8. Now for our final multiplication, 6 times 1, which is 6, and we add in the 5, which gets us to 11. And just like I said before, because we don't have anything in the next place value, we can just put the numbers down there, and our answer ends up becoming 1,134. Let's try one more. You're going to pause the video, hopefully, and see if you can do it on your own. So here we have 269 times 4. Pause the video and try to solve it. Alright, using everything that we've learned, we'll start off with 4 times 9, which is 36. Put down the 3, or 6, and carry the 3 over. Now we have 4 times 6, which is 24, plus our 3, which gets us 27. So put down the 7, carry the 2. And then lastly, we have 4 times 2, which is 8, plus the 2 we carried over, which gets us 10. And as has been the habit, we don't have anything over here, so we can just put the 1 down as well, and our answer ends up becoming 1076. And that's how you multiply when you have regrouping.